March 22nd. I heard good things about this setup, so I'm doing it again. It's a little rainy and cold outside again, so I can't really can't go out there. But it is spring. I'm so happy about that. Honestly, there's no better feeling than to know that summer is right around the corner and it's going to be warm, and I won't have to complain about this anymore. But I've been thinking about dreams a lot lately, and that's in the sense of sleeping at night and having pictures running through your head. I had a feeling that coffee was causing me issues. I was starting to get shortness of breath after drinking it. I was drinking. I don't drink a lot of alcohol, but I would drink. St. Patrick's Day came, and I drank a lot. There's. I like to have a beer after a long day of work. There's nothing wrong with that. But over the past 2 weeks, I've kind of cut down on all these things that I've been ingesting that aren't necessarily the best for me. And I will tell you that my dreams and the clarity and vividness of them is through the roof. I feel like I am in these dreams, and granted, I do pay a lot of attention to dreaming, and it's one of the things that I love to study. That's a major project that I'm working on right now. Is an album kind of focused on the dream world and what it means to dream, and that's in all definitions of the word, not just when you're sleeping. Um, but it's been fantastic, and I do feel myself going through. I don't want to call them withdrawals because I know drug addictions are very serious, but there's definitely a feeling that I have, like almost a craving to go back to these things, and I do have to. I do find myself having to um, put a little extra effort into saying no to either drinking or um, drinking coffee. I've talked about it here in these episodes that I do like to drink coffee as kind of a nice reward after doing a little workout in the morning. But it's been good so far. I haven't really had that shortness of breath that I was having after coffee. I'm not exactly sure why that was happening. Could be the caffeine, could be a personal reaction, could be whatever. But it's been, like I said, it's been really great for the dreams. In these dreams, I'm all over the place. I've been able to fly, not by choice. I know there's a lot of people that do have the ability. I'm not necessarily a lucid dreamer. There's a lot of work that you have to do to get to that point for most people. Um, but I can recognize that I am dreaming at certain times, and that it's so fun to just understand that you're in the midst of it all, and kind of look around. I like to take um, the symbolism from dreams. You watch a movie, there's symbols and symbolism that kind of gives you clues and hints to either the end of the movie or things to come. I like to imagine that those things are part of my movie script. So whether there's some sort of stressful situation in a dream, or something or someone that I haven't seen in a long time, they pop up, or someone keeps popping up, um, I know I should probably go and talk to them, or go somewhere that that place keeps popping up, because it's clearly on my mind, and if it's not on my everyday mind, it's on my subconscious mind, and that's a internal feeling that you can't necessarily reach on a daily basis. Meditation is good for that, to kind of be able to communicate with yourself, or not communicate at all. I guess contemplation versus meditation. Contemplation is a thing that I think needs to start taking precedent in the world. There's a lot of good stuff that can come out of just thinking about things for an extended period of time, rather than just rushing from one thing to the next. But that's I tend to do that after I wake up. I do a session of quote unquote contemplation, where I go through what my dreams were that night and try to pick out the symbols that might have been um, more noticeable, things that stand out more. And I don't necessarily have any prime examples. I do know that my dad was, in one dream, my dad was talking about this new pizza oven that he just got, and it was this fantastic construction of limestone. And then I went to his house the next day and told him about it, and he actually said that he was interested in purchasing a large pizza oven, but it was pretty expensive, so he wasn't sure about it. But he's going to go look at it. I can't necessarily say that those are correlated. I don't know, but I just do think it's fantastic that without even talking to my dad about this pizza oven, I did have a dream about him wanting one. So there is power there. I haven't figured out, if there's a strategy to extract those pieces that are pieces of information that come from nowhere, or come from a place that hasn't happened yet. So like I said, I hadn't talked to my dad about the pizza oven, and then all of a sudden he tells me that he wants to buy one. I don't know how that works. I do find myself studying these things all the time. Studying meaning I do read a ton of books about it. I read personal accounts. It's tough to try to discern what is a good study and what is fiction and wishful thinking. I never. It's not that I don't know, but it's easy to get wrapped up in a story about this or this type of thing, because dreams can feel real. They can be ultra clear. They can feel like you're awake, and then all of a sudden you're up. You wake up in the morning and you say, "Holy cow! I can't believe that wasn't real." So I have a lot to learn about it, but I know that it's something that is on the forefront of my mind right now. I love the stories that come out of it in the obscurity. Salvador Dali is one of my favorite painters, just because surrealism is such a fantastic and strange, just vision. I can't even think of a right word. I don't want to say vision because it's not necessarily real, but it became real because he saw it somewhere, and he brought that into reality for someone else to look at. And it takes a lot of effort to pull from your dreams. First of all, to remember them. An easy way to do that is just to have a dream diction or a dream journal. Dream dictionary it doesn't necessarily help. There's some common symbols for people, like water being the subconscious is one, or emotions, water being either of those. But all symbols are so personal to everyone. They all have meaning to different people. So it's kind of just important to make your own assumptions and make your own ideas about what your dreams are trying to tell you. But it is getting stronger and clearer the more and more I focus and pay attention on cutting out the things that are substances that wouldn't necessarily be found in a body. That's alcohol, which is a toxin, and caffeine, which is a heavily addictive drug. Not drug, substance. So yeah, just cutting down on that has been, like I said, fantastic. I'm only going to keep going further. It is a good test to see if I can, keep myself off of these things. There are worse things to be indulging in, but considering I do live a pretty clean life, I like to make it even cleaner. Cut out the stuff that doesn't necessarily help me, but I'll keep going. I'll keep grinding. I'll keep remembering my dreams, and maybe I'll find some more answers. But thanks for watching today. Appreciate you. Bye.